I say this to my clients pretty much most weeks. I've mentored people for many years now, and this is especially of recent, and this goes for everyone, right? Not just my clients or you on this video, for me, for all of us. If you want good mental health and be happy and positive in life, you can't be around people that are negative. If you've got people around you that are negative to the point where they're making you mentally unwell, it's really affecting your mental health, then you've got to cut them out. Now, where a lot of people get afraid and scared happens to my clients until I help them to overcome this, people are scared of saying no to people in case they shout at them or get angry. And I always say, you can cut people out of your life or distance yourself from them without being nasty. You don't have to get into fights and arguments. You don't have to be that way. But you can't be afraid of people. You can't be afraid of people bullying you or shouting at you in that sort of way, because then you're not going to have no life. That's not fair on you. So I'm not saying that you can't be afraid, because we all feel fears, but you've got to have the confidence to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to ruin your life. You're going to stay around people that are making you mentally unwell, and you could potentially ruin your whole life because you don't want to upset them. That's not fair on you. So there has to be a healthy balance, I always say, with treat people well. And it's good to be caring and loving and give people a chance, because obviously none of us are perfect. That's obvious. We can all have a bad day. That's obvious, but that's different between someone that's always negative. They're always putting you down. They're very selfish. It's always about them. It's never about sharing. That's the wrong relationship. You have to have space. And people sometimes say, well, what if it's a family member? Well, then you have to have space. The rule of thumb goes for everything. I know it can be difficult, so you have to have space away. And you've got to set boundaries. Sometimes you've got to say to people, look, I can't do this no more. You have to stop doing that. You're affecting my mental health. You've got to be firmer. That's not always the case, but sometimes you have to be. It's life. And there's a time to obviously be patient. So the way that you achieve this is by having a daily routine, exercising regularly. If you exercise regularly, other people won't be able to ruin your mental health, whether they're doing it on purpose, which sometimes people can, but a lot of the times I don't think people do it on purpose. They do it because they're not happy and they're putting their stress on you, and they're angry, resentful, upset. A lot of it's that. So going to the gym regularly makes you happy, it gives you peace. It enables you to deal with other people's dysfunctional behavior, and it also gives you the confidence and strength to say no to people. Because when I was younger growing up, I didn't know how to say no to people because I was scared of them bullying me and shouting at me. Confrontation, until I built my confidence up and I weren't scared no more. So of course there's a limit on everything. You give people a chance. Now you don't want to be silly and say, well, I'm going to cut all my friends and family out because they upset me yesterday and they won't give me whatever, enough attention. That would be a bit immature, of course, because we all have bad days and we can all be negative and we can all upset someone. We've all done that. That's healthy, forgivable, normal, human. Move on. Apologize. There's a time to do that. But there's a point where it's not healthy, and we know that deep down. My mum used to say that to me, why do you keep hanging out with this person? You know they're negative. You know they're going to keep doing that. You know that they're going to upset you. They're not going to change. When are you going to learn? My mum's right, take her wisdom. When you hanged out with that person, they were great. You got on really well. Hang out with that person, make it simple. But obviously people's fears get in the way. So I have this conversation a lot, as you can tell, and I've been through it. But my clients really get good at this. They get the balance of being kind, treating people how you want to be treated, but not being a doormat. You can't be a doormat in life. People walk all over you if you let them. There are people that will do that. It doesn't matter what age you are. I've had clients that are 60 and they say, I'm getting bullied. So it's not just about age. It happens to young people of all ages if you don't have the confidence to stand up for yourself and say no. You have to learn to say no, otherwise you're going to be mentally unwell. You're going to have a lot of pain in your life. And our parents taught us a lot of these values. So you give people a chance, of course, but you have to make a decision. Now, I can't choose your relationships for you because I'm not in them, it's you. So a mentor, a teacher, a friend, a therapist can't do everything for you. They can give you the help and support. Sometimes my clients say, can you give me your opinion, Jonathan? I say, do you want me to be honest? That person's not good for you. Okay, all right. But ultimately, the decision lies with you, because it's you, it's your relationship. All I can do is what I'm doing now. Give you the mentorship, help and support for you to make that decision. And we've all been there. I've experienced this, but let me say something. There is hope. You can get to a good place, because I know what you're going through right now. I've been there, where you've got doubt, you're scared, you're uncertain. You don't want to be in that place of uncertainty. You don't want people to attack you and shout. Sometimes you've got to go through that. It's not nice. I wouldn't have got to where I got to even doing this video today if I didn't stand up to people that were bullying me, that were threatening me, that were being nasty, evil behavior. But I learned to do it in the right way. And again, that's where martial arts comes in, boxing. It helps you to be a better person, helps you not to be a bully, but it gives you the confidence to not let other people bully you in any format, whether it's physically, verbally, in any sort of business. Bullying is not right. So you have to learn to not let people bully you, not be a bully yourself, if you want to be happy, positive, healthy, appreciate your family, your friends, and make new people, and not let negative experiences of people ruin your outlook on life, because there's always good people out there. And if you can have an even better character, and sometimes I can, and not all the time, because obviously I'm not perfect either, you can try and forgive people and see it from their point of view. It doesn't make it right. So we can say, that person's not right for me, they're negative. Every time I'm with them, it's always about them. You know, I buy them a coffee, they never buy me a coffee, they never ask me how I am, they always put me down, I'm always lifting them up. I'm always helping them. Nothing in return. It's all give and take, and it's not right. But you can say, well, you know, they've been through stuff in their life and they're going through a lot of pain. But that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is not, you know, there's a certain point where you can't live someone's life. You can help them to a certain extent, but there's a time when you know that you've got to leave. And you'd be doing them a favor as well. They'd have to learn. We've all got to learn. We've got to take responsibility for our behavior, but also we've got to be responsible when we've got to put boundaries in. And this is where this problem lies, and the solution is people have to learn to develop stronger boundaries. We've all got to have boundaries with one another, because we're human. And sometimes people cross your boundaries because they don't know where your boundaries are. Sometimes you don't know, we don't know. Which is why you have to establish that in a relationship and say to a person, look, I know you don't mean it. That's really hurtful when you do that. When you say that, this is how it makes me feel. I'd appreciate if you could stop doing that, please, in a nice way. And a lot of times people go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But if you get angry and argue, people are going to fight and argue. You know, ego is going to start arguing again. So it's developing these communication skills, which are not hard to develop. If you're committed and you want to do it, you can develop them with the help and support of a mentor, with a positive community, with having goals in life, being the kind of person that you want to be, treating people the right way. The better you treat people, the easier it is to stand up to bullying. The more you respect people, the more they respect you. So it's all this area of confidence and self-esteem. And that's why I said healthy lifestyle, eating healthier, quality time with friends and family, people that you love, treating people well, saying no to people that are not right for you. And that's how you do it. And it gets easier the more you practice it, and the less scared you are. And you get to a point where if people say nasty things, you just ignore them. A lot of the times clients say, someone sent me a nasty message. Might be even a client that they help, whoever. What should I say? Just ignore it. That's going to hurt them more. Be the bigger person. You don't have to react to that. It's hateful, it's nasty, it's negative. Ignore it. And of course there might be a time, and most times people don't have the courage, where you've got to stand up for yourself and say to someone no. Now if someone is trying to force you to do negative things, you've got to say, I'm not doing that. If people, for example, wanted to drink and take drugs, I'm not judging anyone that does that, but you don't want to do that, you've got to say, no, I'm not doing that. And it doesn't matter how much you threaten me, if you want to do that, that's your choice. So we have to learn. We have to learn to make choices in our life that benefit us, and to say no to the wrong things and the wrong behaviours. We have to learn to do these things. And if you can't do it on your own, then have the strength, which is a strength, to get the help you need. And these are the things that my parents done for me: mentors, boxing, training, my faith. Because there was a time in my life, guys and girls, where I was scared people would walk all over me, and it nearly ruined my life. But that's a big part of my story. I found the strength to overcome it through the things that I've said. Living a positive lifestyle, treating people how you want to be treated, having boundaries, being around positive people, and that's really it. And it becomes habit training. Exercising gives you strength, because it's about strength. At the moment, a lot of you are lacking, which I understand, don't put yourself down, but you're lacking the strength to say no when you need to say no. And you're lacking the strength to leave a relationship when it's time to leave, it's expired. In whatever relationship, whether it's career, business, life, all relationships. And I know for some people it's difficult, because some relationships with family that we love reduce the time you spend around them. you know, until you calm down. And sometimes people change, or you change the way in which you react to what they say to you. There's always hope at the end of it, and it comes down to you putting in that effort, getting the support you need, living a positive lifestyle, and that's it. And all the other things that you don't know, the things that I haven't covered today, do some research. There's other people that are experts on this stuff, but this is what has helped me, helps my clients, and I know this will help you today. Live a positive lifestyle, be around positive people, treat people how you want to be treated, and say no to people that are having a negative effect. Distance yourself, or you might have to cut them out of your life for the rest of your life. But you don't have to have malice towards people. You don't have to be hateful and nasty. You don't. You get to a good place where you care about people, but you're not going to be around them because their behavior is not going to work for you. And if your mental health is telling you this is making me unwell, being around this person, then you remove yourself. And then when your mental health said, this has given me good mental health, I'm feeling positive, I'm feeling happy, I can get along with people. When I'm around positive people in my group, my community, or at work, then you continue to be around those people. And that's how you protect yourself from negative relationships, and that's how you maintain positive relationships, and that's how you be a positive person yourself, because that's really important. If you're saying that others are always negative, but you're always negative, then it's not adding up. So it does require also personal responsibility, and I learned that about myself at a certain time in my life, where I was going, I'm complaining about everyone being negative to me, but I was also being negative. So I started to change and be positive, and then people really respond better. All right, that's how you do it. I hope this video has really helped you. It's helped a lot of my clients and me, and I've got helped even before I was helping other people with this information. All right, speak to you soon. Be patient. Things take time. You know, building boundaries take time, behaviors take time to change, confidence takes time, but one day at a time, and you'll get there before you know it. All right, speak to all of you soon. Have a good day. Bye.